Here's your exercise update. You're going to add light 8 to 15 pound weights to do the routine. You're going to go back into your squat, but now we are doing, rather than arms overhead, we are doing a curl and press hammer style. We're going to do 12 repetitions of this and then move on to the next activity. Next, we're going to hold those weights at your sides. We're going to go ahead and do that single heel raise, single leg. If you still need assistance, you can put the second foot like toe on the ground. These shoes aren't super flexible, so I'm having trouble getting some real good height, but we should try to aim for full range of motion on both sides. 12 repetitions each. Try to maintain your balance, nice glute squeeze, and a little bit of belly button to spine will help you stay balanced as you're carrying those weights. Next, we're going to move to the wall and we are going to do our wall sit. The weight can just be right over the thigh or right over the knee, and you can do your heel raises. You're going to do 12 repetitions of those. You're going to head through those, and then next we're going to just hold the weights at our sides, and we're just going to do a toe raise. So we'll get those feet out and we'll get those toes up. Again, these shoes are super not flexible, so I'm struggling a little bit to get them done here, but we're getting those toe raises in. Next, we're going to be moving down to the ground, and we're going to do our push-up with a weighted row. So you're going to have your weights on the ground. I'm still on my knees here. We're going to do that push-up. Make sure you go nice and deep and go all the way through and down to the ground, a little bit of a nose tap, and then you're going to do your row. If you do this rowing style with your hands rotated, just make sure that you're keeping the shoulders and elbows in a good position. You don't want those elbows to flare too much because that'll put pressure on your shoulders. So you can see that I'm keeping the weights at about my shoulder height, meaning that I can drop in between. I can get a nice A shape with my elbows and upper arm as I'm coming down. We shouldn't see a T shape with the arms. We want to avoid that because it puts stress on the upper shoulder and pecs. As we're moving through here, we're finishing up the push-ups. We're doing 12 repetitions of those. Make sure you get all 12 in. Next, what we're going to do is we are going to move to that weighted single leg bridge. A little slow to move here. So here we go. We're going to lie on the back. We're going to place the weights just at hip height. You can kind of lay them flat on the crease of your hip and then kind of get the arms kind of comfortably at your sides to kind of balance those weights. We're going ahead and just doing that single leg bridge. Remember that we're keeping the legs even with each other and we're trying to stay stable through the trunk. I would slow these down a little bit. I'm trying to rush through this, and you can see that in my form. You want to make sure that you're staying nice and stable. Legs are even, though those look a little bit better. Nice control up and down, but I could take 1 to 2 seconds at the top just to make sure that I'm getting some good contraction there. All right, next we're going to move to our side plank series. We're going to take one of the dumbbells and we are going to hold it overhead like in a straight T position. You're going to go ahead and do your 5 repetitions of up and down, your 5 repetitions of toe down, your 5 repetitions of front to back. Trying not to swing the body, making sure that you're keeping stable through the trunk. That weight should stay nice and above your head, as stable as possible. And then the last set would be the knee up. Once we finish that, we're going to switch sides. Like I said, I'm a little slow to move in this video. And then up leg 5 times, trying to make sure that the shoulder, hip, and knee are all in a straight line. 5 repetitions of that. Then we're going to get our front to back. If you change the order on these exercises, it doesn't matter as long as you're getting them in. I think I've left out the toe down here and probably going to do the toe down position last. Oh, maybe I didn't get to it. So make sure that you do turn the toe down and lift up at the same time. The last exercise that we're going to do is going to be the reverse Nordic. So you're holding the weights and you're heading back towards the feet. We were used to do this and we would touch the foot. Now you've probably gotten some strength and a little bit of range of motion. You can get into this. Try to challenge yourself to go deep. Don't go so deep that you're causing pain in your knees. If this is not comfortable, you can always put towels under the knees. If it's not comfortable at all, please do not complete. That's it for the exercises. We're just adding a little bit of weight to them. Hope you enjoy doing them. And we will work towards getting more repetitions in. And thank you for doing the exercises. Make sure you start your watch. I forgot to start my watch at the beginning of this. Take care, everybody.